Good Monday morning, friends. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my Facebook business page. Happy to see you. Happy that it's Monday morning. If you happen to be watching in archive on my YouTube channel, here on Facebook or on my website, tarotbychristiana.com, thank you so much for being here. You will not be able to get an individual reading, of course, but we will do the reading for the collective, and as you listen to that and to the individual readings that I do, you may hear something that inspires you, that resonates for you, that makes sense to you. So feel free to take that as a reading as well. People are starting to come into the room. It's so nice to see all of you. Alexandria, Alicia, all of you, glad that you're here. This is the 3-card weekly reading, so you know what to do. Hey, Jill Watson, haven't seen you in a while. Glad that you are here. So if you request a card, after I do the 3-card reading for the collective, I will do a card for your week ahead. And since it's Monday, we've got this whole thing going on where we every Monday read with Mystic Mondays Tarot. I see no reason not to keep that tradition going. So that is what we're going to do. Karen Winkle, you are up bright and early this morning. Karen's on the West Coast. I was just thinking, well, I see Karen this morning. It's 9:30 here. That means it's like 6:30 there. So I am happy to see you all here. All right. And of course, this is the morning after the Super Bowl. True confessions, I never watch the Super Bowl. I don't. I'll watch the halftime show on YouTube later today. I love the weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. And of course, being a Florida girl from New England, I'm just a little bit happy about Tampa Bay's win. But of course, for you Chief fans, you know, I'm not rubbing it in or anything, you know. In a game like this, there's always a winner and a loser. And being from New England, of course, I suffered through many baseball losses with the Red Sox. So, hey, you know, we all get our day. All right. Oh, man, they are on it today. Hang on a minute before we get going. I got to go capture a troll. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, it was Saturday for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. We got two trolls in one. That's pretty amazing. It must work for them, or they wouldn't do it. But so weird. So weird. All right. Blocked. Let's get going. So 3 cards for the week ahead. And this is also just a great exercise for those of you who are tarot people. This is a great exercise in the different ways we can combine 3 cards together to read them. Hey, Amy Mauser, nice to see you this morning. All right. So here we go. What 3 cards will represent the energies available to us this week? Let's see what we've got here. I am shuffling. The first card is the 7 of Swords reversed. For those of you who join me every Monday, and thank you so much for doing so, are you noticing a trend? There is so much here each and every week about truth, honesty, integrity, doing the right thing, recognizing what is true, trust. Where do you put your trust? Trusting yourself, trying to sort of ferret out who you can trust and who you can't trust. And that's what this card is about. The 7 of Swords, of course, in its upright position, is the Thieves card. When it's reversed, it talks to us about our own integrity. And so as we go forward this week, let us each make our own personal integrity what is paramount in our lives. To say the right thing, to do the right thing, even if it hurts, even if there's a cost to it, we must do the right thing. Okay. Now, the Princess of Wands is what comes up next. That would be like the Page of Wands. And so this encourages our creativity. It encourages our open-mindedness. And when we look at these two cards together and we talk about figuring out what is true and what is not, we must be open-minded, right? Because it may be there's a thing that we thought was true that it turns out not to be. Or maybe there's something we thought wasn't true, but really it is. We have to open our minds. We have to be willing to learn. We need to embrace our creativity and our spirituality. And no matter what our chronological age is, we need to approach this week with the joy and curiosity and energy of youth. A final card for this 3-card reading, the King of Pentacles. I want to say that came up last week or the week before. So it's interesting that of these 3 cards, there's no commonality of elements. We have earth, fire, and air. What's missing is water. And so we probably want to be practical, be creative, be spiritual, be intelligent, be intellectual, and maybe try to stay away from too much emotionalism this week. We don't want to over-emotionalize things. We also recognize with 2 court cards here and an admonition toward honesty that interacting with people is going to be really important this week. Be that in person, be that at work, be that in our families, be that connecting with people in the online environment. One way or the other, this is a week to connect with people, but to be very careful about how we do that so that we can have the best interactions possible. All right, not bad at all for the week ahead. All right, you know what happens now. I am going to scroll through and I'm going to take every request for a card for the week ahead. I'm going to do it in the order that I see it. And I will remind you that the order in which I see it may not be the order in which you see it. But if you are patient, I should be able to get to you. Okay, I think I'm back. This is Christiana Gaudet, second attempt, broadcasting live on my Facebook business page Monday morning. We had some issues with some freezies and things of that nature, and so I thought I would reboot and come on back. We have already done the 3-card weekly reading, and so I thank you all so much for your patience. If you have a desire for a card, if you asked for a card before and couldn't hear it because I was freezing, go ahead and ask for the card again. Get your requests in right now, and we will take it from the, well, not exactly from the top. We will not take it from the top. We will take it from the top of the individual readings. And let's do that. Thank you all so much for your patience. Okay, so the first request I see here is Melissa Burkhammer. What do we see for your week ahead? 9 of Pentacles reversed. I think that you need to be really careful, Melissa, about being confident in yourself. I feel like there are times that you just don't believe in yourself. Maybe other people have said mean-spirited things to you that make you not believe in yourself. You need to, in your own mind and heart, tell those people where to go, right? And remind yourself of your own strength and your own wisdom. Be secure in yourself. Neil Quatrano. Okay, I remember your card from before, so I am going to deliver that same card because it was a big deal. It's the Fool reversed. What that says is you've got some decisions coming up and you're trying to make decisions. You need to make a bold decision, but you get into these moods where you're just like, screw it all, man. I'm just going to do this or that. And you don't want to make a bold decision based on frustration. Make a bold decision based on hope instead. Whether you'll actually be making that decision this week, or whether it's, something that you're working up to, one way or the other, that's something you want to think about this week. Okay, Donna Sidor, nice to see you. Hey, Princess of Swords. That would be like the Page of Swords. So this week, pay special attention to communication. And recognize that no matter how old we are always still learning. We can learn new ways of communicating. We can learn new ways of doing things. And so this week, think about what new ways you want to learn and how that can serve you. Lavana, happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. Two of Swords reversed. I feel like you've got some decisions coming up that you are putting off. Things that maybe you're going to have to figure out or you're going to have to do, but you don't want to deal with them this week. Maybe it would make sense to force yourself, right? Just force yourself to deal with it. Make the decisions you need to make and trust yourself to do that. Tammy Manente, my good friend, hope you're doing well. Queen of Pentacles. Tammy, you are on it. You are like the queen of getting stuff done. You are the queen of handling difficult things and making it look easy. You are the queen of survivorship. You are the queen of winning. And you're going to see some winning this week. Seriously. Betty Shannon Flesher, my friend. Nice to see you. Ace of Cups reversed. So this week, you may not be feeling the love. We're going to turn this right side up and welcome the spirit of love into your heart for this week. This may be within a particular relationship or situation. It may just be a particular mood. Try to open your heart, not necessarily to every obnoxious person, but to your own energy, to the energy of higher power, to the spirit of love that really does rule the universe. Leisha, happy to see you. I hope that you are doing well. Leisha, you get the Knight of Wands reversed. This may be a little bit of a tough week this week. You may be feeling like you're going in a bunch of different directions and not really sure what to do or how to do it. It may be that at work you're getting direction from more than one person and that direction contradicts itself. And maybe you just have so many things to get done that it's going to be different and difficult. But priorities, man, it's all about figuring out the priorities. That's what you need to focus on this week. Laurel DePaulis, so nice to see you and glad that you are here. Laurel, you get the Five of Pentacles. So this week, you may be feeling like you're not happy with your circumstances or that you don't have the resources that you need or that you don't feel like there's good opportunities in front of you. The fact is, those opportunities are there. You just have to look for them. Get out of your own head and look for the opportunities. Shelley Perkins Shiner, so nice to see you. 10 of Cups reversed. So I feel like you've been in this process of dealing with the fact that in certain ways, certain aspects of your family dynamic are not the way you wish they were. And that is a very hard thing to deal with. But I think this week you will find some healing or some strength in that regard. Uma Elizabeth, so nice to see you. Glad that you are here. The Nine of Swords reversed. So I think that there are some things going on for you that maybe are causing you, I don't know, a little bit of worry, depression, anxiety, upset. But you know what? I'd rather see this card reversed than not because I feel like you've got a handle on it. You are learning how to be present for the things that you are feeling, but at the same time, not letting those things rule your life. Hey, Karen Reinhardt, I was thinking about Joe this morning. Is he like all stoked on the Super Bowl win? Are you? I bet you are. A card for you. Karen, you get the Fool in its upright position. Karen, be ready for some things to change. This week, you may get some interesting news. You may get some interesting opportunities. Be willing to do something new. Be willing to do something bold. It will serve you. Carrie Dunnick, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. Carrie, you get the Devil reversed. This is a card I would always rather see reversed. It feels like you're really in the process of healing. Whether that is healing from something physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, something that has happened, putting the past in the past, whatever it is all about releasing the things that do not serve you. And I think you are going to move forward with that this week. Brianna Brewer, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Six of Wands. This week it is all about winning, whether we're celebrating the Super Bowl win or whether it's something more personal going on in your life. Recognize yourself as a winner, set yourself up for a win, and remember to count your wins more than you count your losses, because you'll have both, because we all do. Amy Mauser. Amy, you get the Knight of Wands reversed. You're the second one to get this. This would suggest that you are feeling a little bit off your stride right now. Maybe for health reasons, maybe for other reasons. But the thing is, we got to turn this right side up and remember who you are and remember what you can do. Focus on your creativity, focus on your spirituality, focus on your ability to channel energy and move forward. That's what will serve you this week. Sammy Jo Taylor. Okay, Sammy Jo, you're a tarot reader, so you know not to let this get to you. You get death this week. And we know that this feels like a harsh card because of its name, but what it's really about is welcoming changes, welcoming a new cycle, welcoming growth, welcoming healing, accepting what you cannot change and finding a way to move forward. And so while it may feel a little harsh, I think it moves you forward in a good way. And do not be afraid to take a big step forward and make a big change. Barrett, nice to see you. Barrett, you get the King of Wands reversed. And so, here's the thing. You are looking for the ways in which you are a leader and will be a leader. And finding that stride and that position of leadership is not as easy or as quick as you would like, but it is happening. So run with it and be okay with it. Okay. Here we go. Karen Bryan Parker, nice to see you. First, I've got to do this. Karen Reinhardt. Joe is thrilled beyond words about the game. Yeah, I knew he would be. Okay. Sorry. We Florida people just have to celebrate together for a minute. Okay. Karen Bryan Parker, please excuse me. Hey, you get the Lovers. So this week may be a good week to focus on the people and the things that you care about most. To think about what you are integrating into your life, what makes sense for you, and how you make that happen. To think about the relationships that you value and figure out the things that you're going to do to nurture those relationships. Carrie Dunnick, nice to see you. Hey, you get the King of Swords, man. You're going to kick some butt this week. This is all about moving forward as a leader, being confident. Excuse me. Do not take that cough personally. I have some allergies, so it does not reflect on your reading. Sometimes that it will. Sometimes my body will react to a card. That's not what's happening here, though, Carrie. Move forward. Be a leader. Recognize that you know the right way to go and the right thing to do. You know the truth. You know how to live the truth. You know how to speak the truth. This week, you will be a leader of the truth. Hey, Lacey, my friend, I'm happy to see you. Two of Pentacles reversed. So, Lacey, this is going to be an interesting week for you. You are going to be busy. And I think there's going to be some question about like all the things that are making you busy. Do you really have to do these things? Do you really want to do these things? Are these things really serving you? There's going to be questions there. You need to sort of look at that. Are you wasting effort? Are you doing things you don't need to be doing? Can you rebalance what your tasks are so that it serves you better and moves you forward? Consider that this week. Hey, Diana Price, nice to see you. I'm so excited for the things you've got going on in your life right now, Diana. And here we go, the Princess of Wands. This was part of our 3-card weekly reading as well. You are getting ready for a bold new adventure. There's no doubt about it. Be spiritual about it. Be creative. Be youthful about it. Have an open mind. And this is all about learning and teaching. And I think you're going to be doing a bit of both. Okay. No, Jill Watson, you are just on time for your card. Everything happens in the right time. And here it is, time for Jill's card. Jill, you get the Knight of Swords reversed. Are you frustrated with your writing? Do you have some of that going on this week? Either frustrated with the publication process, frustrated with not hearing, frustrated with moving something forward. Do not let anything that's going on keep you from being the writer you are, and do some good stuff as a writer this week, my friend. Hey, Nicole Walker, nice to see you. Nicole, you get the 7 of Wands reversed. This is a fun card to find reversed because it reminds you that you are not alone. This week, do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to gather with your friends, obviously safely. This is not a comment on COVID. Maybe you gather on Zoom. But recognize that you have friends and your friends have your back. Be a friend to others. They will be a friend to you. Many hands will make the work light. Okay. And Brianna, you're a Bills fan. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Okay. See, I'm not gloating too much, right? Okay, Pamela Thies, nice to see you. Pamela, 7 of Cups reversed. This week, remember that imagination is a huge part of your psychic and spiritual work, and open up to your imagination, but not to dark imaginings, right? Open up to the imagination that allows you to manifest what it is that you want and recognize the power that you have in the world. Okay. Karen Winkle, I did not get you, but I'm getting you right now. Today is a day of technical difficulties. And yes, we know. Mercury. But you know what? We have technical difficulties all the time. We live in a technical world. The fact that stuff works as well as it does most of the time is a freaking miracle, right? So there's that. Karen Winkle, a card for you for the week. The 4 of Cups reversed. So there are some things going on where you are not really happy with the options in front of you. Do not focus on your unhappiness. Find the best option and run with it. And that's the best you're going to do this week. It's okay. Zuri, nice to see you. Zuri, you get Judgment reversed. I feel like you might be, you're like such a scientist, right? You work on your product, you craft your product, try to get it going. It takes time. And you've been going through healing too, that also takes time. There's a lot of freaking stuff in your life, Zuri, that takes a lot of time, and it's frustrating. And that's been the story your whole life. Somehow this week, you want to be careful not to get caught up in that frustration. And we also know that you are putting closure to some losses and some difficulties that you have had recently. And this is about that too. So this week, hold space for grief, hold space for healing, but try not to live in frustration. That's the goal this week. It's getting better. Things are getting better, really. Hey, Gloria, I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, it is so good to see you here. I've missed seeing you in person. Hey, you get the King of Swords here. This week, I think you're really on top of it. I think you've had a lot of healing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I think you are a very clear psychic channel this week, and I think you're getting ready to get back to business. So how wonderful is that? I'm very happy to see that. So from my perspective, I have answered every request here. If I've missed you or if you've been lurking and have not wanted to ask but now do, please either reiterate or iterate. Make your request. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you for sticking with me during some technical difficulties. No big deal. I do want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, whatever works best for you. Just reach out to me. We'll make it happen. I also want to remind you that this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. on my YouTube channel, I have a free class called Love in the Cards. And if you are especially interested in learning how to do tarot readings for personalities and relationships, we have an in-depth study of that coming up on Zoom. That's a ticketed class. You need a ticket. Tarot reading for personalities and relationships coming up February 18th. That's a Thursday, not this Thursday, but the following, 7 p.m. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Okay, a couple more requests have come in. Okay, Kathy Lipinski, always happy to see you. Kathy, you get the star reversed. I know you're a healer, but this week you need to focus on healing, whether for yourself, for the planet, or for others. And, maybe turning some of that healing energy toward yourself is exactly what you need to do. This week, too, try not to stay in a place of frustration. You've got a bunch of loose ends, things that you're trying to put together, and it's taking time and it's frustrating. Hold space for the fact that that is true, but try not to live in that frustration. Kim Murphy Case, so nice to see you. Hey, Seven of Swords reversed. This was one of the 3 cards of the 3-card weekly reading. This week, make sure you do the right thing. Even if other people around you are not doing the right thing, have the courage to do the right thing. That's the important thing to know this week. Pushti, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. A card for your week ahead, the Hierophant. It's all about authority. Figure out where you need to consult an authority and reach out to that person. Figure out where you are an authority and trust your knowledge and your skill in that arena. All right. And Barrett says he might sign up for class, as should you all. All right. I want to remind you I am available for readings. Please do reach out. Thank you so much. Tomorrow I'll be live on the StarCon page. And thank you all so much for being here. Have a great week. Take care.